Try to wait and see if anybody's going to come on. This first initial part of the video is always awkward. Awkward silence. Anyway, for anybody watching this later on, just kind of getting on doing a quick meditation. I've got a few pieces I've got to work on, so I really don't have time for editing, and it kind of takes a little while to do so. So, Bad Bones, hello. Hello. So yesterday I talked a little bit about how we, have been talking about the Good Shepherd and everything, in kids ministry, and just talking about how, you know, Jesus is our shepherd, and, it's easy to fall into, following false shepherds. It's easy to get caught up on the new, what's now type thing. And, for me, follow it more than I follow God. You know, I've done that a lot in my life. Anyway, so, just kind of touching on that again today. The word, every time, you know, I either open my Bible or open up, my Prayers with Purpose book, the word shepherd popped out. So, I'm going to go with what I found on it. So anyway, today is meditation, Tuesday the 17th, and I didn't cut my notifications off, so sorry about that. April 17th, I'm training you in steadiness. Too many things. No, I gotta fix that real quick. Sorry. Okay. So, anyway. Okay. Can you hear me still? Make sure I didn't turn everything down. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, no? Can you hear me? Okay, well, I hope so, because I'm going to continue on. So, April 17th, I'm training you in steadiness. Too many things interrupt your awareness of me. I know that you live in a world of sight and sound, but you must not be a slave to those stimuli. And how close is that to what I was just talking about? Awareness of me can continue in all circumstances, no matter what happens. This is the steadiness I desire for you. Don't let unexpected events throw you off course. Rather, respond calmly and confidently, remembering that I'm with you. As soon as something grabs your attention, talk with me about it. And I have a very bad habit of not doing that. Thus, I share your joys and your problems. I help you cope with whatever is before you. This is how I live in you and work through you. This is the way of peace. Which I feel like kind of falls along with exactly what I've been talking about. For me, it's so easy to get caught up in things and forget that there is a bigger purpose outside of just what I look for entertainment. Because trust me, I don't always turn to my Bible. I don't always turn to something godly for entertainment. I don't. I watch paranormal stuff on TV like every night, literally. I go home. That's my relax and, you know, my time. I turn on, you know, Destination America and watch whatever might be on, or the Dead Files, or, you know, Ghost Adventures, just whatever. Not saying that that's not godly. I'm just saying that I don't go home and read my Bible. I don't go home and turn to God. I don't. Honestly, the only time I get my Bible out is when I do something like this. And that's why I continue to do stuff like this, is because it keeps me accountable. It might not be so much for you, but it does a lot for me. So therefore, you know, at least I'm getting out of it, you know, what I'm supposed to. Just like in kids ministry, I serve every Sunday. Am I a good example for the kids? Well, you know, I try to be when I'm there. You know, I try to be on my best behavior and not slip a curse word, you know, out or whatever. I have, however, like been doing something at church, in the middle of kids ministry, right beside a kid, and SHIT just fly out of my mouth, and thank God the music was super loud and nobody heard me. Yeah. I'm a sinner, obviously, and I think that's what Jesus was sent here for, was to find people like me. And that's just, it is what it is. When you live a life of sin, an entire existence of growing up around sin. My parents were hippies, so you can take from that what you want to, because you're probably going to be right about it. And then I grew up in an age of we won't go there. Anyway, yeah, just a lot of sin, a whole lot of sin. So it's really, really hard to break out of that habit. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, it's just, it's easy for me to get sidetracked. It's easy for me to go off rail and get completely lost within days, hours, moments, really, depending on what mindset I'm in. Okay, so anyway, back to what we were talking about. So I'm going to read out of the book of John. It's chapter 10. It's going to be verse 7 through 18. Book of John, chapter 10, 7 through 18. Jesus is the good shepherd. Jesus said, I tell you for certain that I am the gate for the sheep. Everyone who came before me was a thief or a robber, and the sheep did not listen to any of them. I am the gate. All who come in through me will be saved. Through me they will come and go and find pasture. A thief comes only to rob, kill, and destroy. I came so that everyone would have life and have it in its fullest. I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd gives us his life for his sheep. Hired workers are not like the shepherd. They don't own the sheep, and when they see a wolf coming, they run off and leave the sheep. Then the wolf attacks and scatters the flock. Hired workers run away because they don't care about the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and they know me. Just as the Father knows me, I know the Father, and I give up my life for my sheep. I have other sheep that are not in this pen. I must bring them together too. When they hear my voice, then there will be one flock of sheep and one shepherd. The Father loves me because I give up my life so that I may receive it back again. No one takes my life from me. I give it up willingly. I have the power to give it up and the power to receive it back again, just as my Father commanded me to do. To me, I feel it's all self-explanatory. It just talks about how the one true shepherd has our best interests at heart. He will be the one that leads us in the right direction. He will be the one that will shelter us from harm. And then to those that are not in his pen as of now would be those that are lost. Those that are still in darkness. And I feel like even if no one gets anything out of these videos or these messages, I hope that maybe even someday down the road, something resonates. Because to me, I've come across so many things in life that maybe not so much made a big impact at the moment, but then go years down the road and be like, oh my gosh, there's the meaning behind that. That's why I went through this, or that's why this happened, or this was the message I was supposed to get. And so hopefully I'm rooting for some positivity somewhere along the way for anybody. And if so, then I've done my job. Okay, so there's that. One last thing before I get off here and get back to work. This is out of the Prayers for Purpose. It's out of a part called My Ministry, The Power of Reaching Out. Release more power in my ministry. May the God of peace, who through the blood of the eternal covenant brought back from the dead our Lord Jesus, that great shepherd of the sheep, that word again, equipped you with everything good for doing his will, and may work in us what is pleasing to him. Hebrews 13:20-21. Lord, I need you. I ask that you would release more of your power into my life and ministry. God of peace, equip me with everything good to do your will. Help me to have compassion, integrity, and wise leadership. Work in me what is pleasing to you. Lord, empower me, enlighten me, and change me so I can be more effective in serving. Let your name be glorified and honored in all my ministry activities. And, you know, on the video before this, I kind of talked a little bit about, well, it's actually the video before that, but I kind of talked about how, you know, I doubted myself in a lot of these things, and putting myself out there like I do, you know, can cause a lot of negative feedback. And not saying that I've gotten that, I've probably actually had more negative feedback for myself than I have anybody else. Just being that I'm my own worst enemy. And yeah, I can tear myself down quicker than anybody else. But I do believe, however, that there is a greater purpose for it, that each and every one of these videos may reach one person somewhere in their life. You know, I know that I got to start believing in myself and believing in what I'm doing, and have faith that God is leading me down the right path. And if not, then it's just a journey, you know, a stop along the way. I've done a lot of live feeds on Facebook and got some negative feedback from family and stuff like that, just because they just weren't so godly and they didn't believe in what I was doing. So, you know, everybody is entitled to their opinions, and we might not all agree with, you know, things that everybody has to say, or whatever. I know that for myself, it is an honor to get to share with my friends that do watch my journey. And that's kind of what this channel is all about. If you'll go back and read at the very beginning, it says my walk with God. So it's kind of my journey. It is mine alone. You know, I'm not saying everybody should be where I'm at or believe in what I believe in. I do believe that we are all exactly where we're supposed to be. And I do believe that we're all put here to help each other and be strength for each other and be confidence for each other and positivity for each other. And so, you know, I just try to put out some kind of positive content each week. Hopefully every day. I'm not really for sure, you know, how that's going to go, because, you know, life happens. And last week, I don't think I got to do anything. And I kind of got out of the habit of doing it and did not even know if I was going to go back to doing it. That's when I kind of started doubting myself. But I do believe that, you know, like getting out of going to church and everything like that, it's so easy to talk myself out of going the next Sunday. You know, once I stop doing something and get out of that habit, it's easy to continue not doing it. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Get back to work, do what I do. I love everybody. I hope you know that you are loved, that God loves you, and I love you, and I'm here for you if you need anybody. And I hope you all have a great day.